now 7:32 and I think to start speaking. Hello and welcome to the 40th International Teachers Conference. I'm Lorelei Harris, I'm the head of Art Teachers and Drama in RTE in Ireland, and I'm the chairperson of the Eurasia Teachers Group. And I'm also your mistress of ceremonies for the evening. I'll try, with the help of my very august colleagues here, to keep the formal proceedings as brief as I know how, because I'm sure that you all want to catch up with old friends and make new acquaintances as soon as we can. However, it would be quite remiss of me not to thank our very generous hosts, Mitteldeutscher Rundfunk and the Medienstiftung Leipzig. So let's hear a little round of applause for their hospitality. Because without their hospitality and their support, and for the most wonderful location in which we're in this evening, we wouldn't really be here at all. But I also can't let this opening of the 40th International Teachers Conference go without offering my deepest gratitude, love and admiration to Leo Brown, who, as you all know, is the founder of the IFC, and none of us would be here, and arguably teachers wouldn't be around in the form that we know them now without Leo. So, respect Leo and much love. And now I'm trying to cue something, but I can't see where the technician is, so can we please... Managing Director of the Media Foundation and Director of Foundation of Sparkasse Leipzig, to say a few words. Please, Vega.
Thank you, Mrs. Harris, Mr. Behrens, Mr. Ranch, Mr. Top, Mr. Brown, my good old friend, participants of the 14th International Teacher Conference, ladies and gentlemen. My English is quite rusty in the past 30 years, so if you don't understand what I say, please have a little bit fantasy. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to you all here at the Mediencampus Villa Ida to the 14th International Teacher Conference. I really am delighted that over 114 participants from Europe, Asia, America and Australia have made it to Leipzig. As you are probably aware, Leipzig is the city of the peaceful revolution which led to the overcoming of German divisions. but Leipzig is also the city of the Battle of the Nations against Napoleon. We commemorated the battle's bicentenary just last year. Leipzig is the city where Johann Sebastian Bach lived and worked, and where, only a stone's throw from where we are, Friedrich Schiller wrote the Ode to Joy. Leipzig was an early center of printing and the book trade. And in 1615, the world's first daily newspaper, the Einkommende Zeitung, was published in Leipzig. To this very day, Leipzig has remained a media city. As co-organizer of this conference and headquartered here, the Central German Broadcasting NDR illustrates this perfectly. I hope you get the opportunity to visit Leipzig itself despite the IFC's very tight schedule. There truly is a lot to discover. Before we proceed to the part of the evening we are all looking forward to, allow me to briefly present us the Media Foundation so that you know what drives us. In addition to what I have already mentioned about Leipzig as a media city past and present, it is first and foremost one particular event from our most recent world history that stands out. In October this year, we will be celebrating the 25th anniversary of the collapse of the GDR, without which German reunification would not have happened. In 1989, thousands of Leipzig citizens took the streets to participate in the so-called Monday demonstrations. Every week, more and more people joined, eventually toppling the dictatorships of the communist system. People were calling for freedom. Above all, they were calling for freedom of expression and the press, which reflects diversity of opinion. We follow in this tradition. We are convinced that a functioning democracy cannot exist without any independent and free media. For this reason, the Media Foundation has been supporting journalists and representatives of the media all over the world for many years now. Since 2001, we have been awarding our prize for the freedom and future of the media, to honor excellent journalists, publicists, and media networks that are committed to freedom of the press and the expressions wherever it is under threat. They often also put themselves in a great personal danger, risking life and limb. You need only glimpse at the list of past award winners to appreciate this. The murdered Russian journalist Anna Politkovskaya, the winner of the Pulitzer Prize Seymour Hersh, the war photographer James Nachtwey, Glenn Greenwald last year and The Guardian, the BBC reporter Alan Johnston and Roberto Saviano are just a few of the striking personalities whom we have awarded our Leipzig Prize for the freedom and future of the media in the last 13 years. We also feel committed to quality journalism in the field of broadcasting. Once every 2 years, we present the Axel Eggebrecht Prize to honor the enduring and high-quality work of a German broadcast feature author. This is because we believe that a good feature author, can do exactly what we at our Media Foundation strive for: provide independent information, help to form opinion, and thus strengthen a pluralistic society. On Wednesday, we will be presenting this award to Paul Kohl. Very welcome, Paul Kohl. Who is it? Who is it? Yeah. During the IFC, I would like to take this opportunity to invite all of you to the ceremony which will take place here at the Media Campus directly after the day's conference program. In alternation with the Egebrecht Prize for feature authors, every 2 years we also present the Winter Ice Prize to honor the life's work of German-speaking radio play authors. Furthermore, every year we present the Talent DAF for the best film by the rising star of documentary film at the Leipzig Documentary Film Festival Leipzig. Speaking of promotion, a substantial part of our commitment is dedicated to talented young people in the media and to media scholars. In close and trusting cooperation with local universities, we have launched projects such as the Leipzig School of Media and the European Institute of Journalism and Communication Research. The school offers part-time master's degrees such as New Media Journalism, Cross-Media Management, Corporate Media, and Mobile Marketing. It prepares young people for the media world of today and, we hope, of tomorrow too. The European Institute of Journalism and Communication Research offers 4 doctoral study grants to students from across Europe. Please do find out more about our work by visiting our website. Now all that remains is for me to wish everyone a wonderful evening and an exciting conference. And now Mr. Behrens will speak to you. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues. On behalf of our Director of Radio, Michael Möller, I want to welcome you to the 40th International Features Conference in Leipzig. I'm very pleased to be with you at this outstanding event, which is hosted by the Süddeutsche Rundfunk and the Media Foundation of the Sparkasse Hand. Mr. Möller regrets deeply that he can't be with us tonight and asked me to pass on his cordial regards to all of you. The long life of the International Features Conference points to the importance of the radio feature as a key genre that we present to our audiences all over the world. Radio features shed light into corners of modern life that we need to examine. They give us the space to look at our past and our history, and they provide a barometer to our collective emotional life. They are not an art form, but they are the standard bearer of what can be done on the radio by using the wonderful magical word of sound. So here we are, 40 years later, to celebrate the radio feature, and maybe the future, hopefully, through listening, discussion, and debate. However, while we will enter into this process with enthusiasm and in the spirit of learning from one and another, the wider context within the radio functions at the moment cannot be ignored. We in radio as a whole are at a crossroads. Behind us lies the glorious past of unified audiences, monopoly public service broadcasting, and a singularity of focus. The ground on which we stand now is made of different stuff. It is made of audience fragmentation, infinite offers in all media, and high individual choice. It shifts all the time under our feet, and as it does, we are permanently thrown off balance, glimpsing now and again the path forward, but more frequently lacking clarity of vision and purpose. Ahead of us lies an ongoing process of change and adaptation to rapid technological development, in which the only sure thing is that we will go under if we do not continue to adapt. That means the only guaranteed constancy is change. And to be clear, the radio feature that you all cherish and nurture in your daily work as radio producers and documentary makers, the radio feature can be one of the first victims of this development. It is expensive to sustain and does not carry within the obvious imperative of news or the more popular charms of entertainment and chat shows. For this reason, the 14th International Futures Conference requires you all to be like, let's say, a big flock of ostriches, with strong, powerful birds, but not with a head in the sand, but with a head out of the sand, staring boldly at the task ahead. During this conference, you need to set for yourselves the agenda for the future of features by examining what the digital world demands and how the best radio features can respond to it. Do we move to a world of cross-media production where program makers move seamlessly between radio, television, and digital? How do we structure our work to achieve this? Should radio become visual? Where's the home for radio in the future? These are the questions you need to have in mind as you set about the work of the next 4 days. Let me at the end please make a short spot on the European aspect of this conference. Europe seems to have sometimes a very complicated and plodding business. In fact, this is part of the truth. But the transport and context between you as media people, opinion leaders and publishers of mindsets, these transporter contexts are part of a peaceful European common ground. And these common grounds in these days, when we look frightened to the current development in the Ukraine, more important than ever before. 100 years ago, we lost, caused by a terrible incident, that what the Austrian writer Stefan Zweig, in his book The World of Yesterday, called the Golden Age of Security. I won't simply compare the shoots of Sarajevo in June 1940 with the conflicts on the Maidan and here today, because history does not repeat that simple. But I think we have to be very attentive. In these days, we as media people should always keep in mind that we have, besides the problems of our everyday life, an even higher responsibility for the world we live in and the world of our coming generations. We have an influence on the mind maps in our countries, and so we shape societies, and this we should be always aware of. In this spirit, I wish you a very creative and inspiring conference, and good luck to master the challenges of your work every day. I have no doubt that you will do so very successfully, and it is because of this that MDR, the Mitteldeutsche Rundfunk, is proud to be one of the sponsors of this 14th International Futures Conference, and is proud to support your work. Together, you and we can make it. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Oh, again? No, I think it's at the end here. I feel very honored to be here, and on behalf of the European Broadcasting Union, I say a very warm welcome to you. And let me start with a little confession. I love radio feature because I did a lot of them in my 22-year career at Westdeutscher Rundfunk. And I know how it works, I know all the difficulties about it, and unfortunately I was never chosen for an Ike Holmstrom Award. Well, I once have other awards. This is not fishing for compliments, but I think feature is a very important thing, especially a public service broadcasting radio. And I would say it's the king's discipline, feature in radio. And in German language, you have a saying, radio is movies in your head. So, and this is feature for me. If you listen to a really good feature, you will stay, for example, in your car, although you have reached your destination, you will listen to the end of it, or you will stay up late at night to listen to a feature. This is a good feature. But as Rainer has pointed out, radio as a medium is under threat. And I think we have a lot of challenges in the future. Maybe we are at the crossroads. There's a lot of visuality in radio, a lot of discussion throughout Europe. What will be radio like in the next few years? And maybe we are witnessing the birth of a new medium called radio vision. I don't know. But I'm sure we have to find answers on the multi-platform issues. And for example, all these little devices here, everyone has it, and it's the new communication center of the future. So what about radio features on these devices? Do we have solutions for that? Do we have ideas? And above all, what's the role of the EBU in this? We support in knowledge exchange, we support in such conferences, we support in training. I know that the masterclass in future has ended a few months ago, and this was a very hard decision of our academy. But I think we have maybe the chance to find new forms of training in multimedia in the future and storytelling things, and I think radio should have a really good part in it. So let me conclude, and I hope to be here at the 50th conference. So